Welcome to day 1 of the Digestive Challenge. Today we're going to go over juicing and blending and the difference between the two. So many times I'm talking to my patients and I say, oh, do you have a juicer and a blender? Oh yeah, we have a bullet. That's a blender. The differences and why you need both. A juicer is called a juice extractor. Now let's go over here and I'm going to show you the two different types. This is a slow speed masticating juicer. Amazing workhorse, fantastic. And what it does, it breaks down the fibers and separates the heavy fibers from the soluble fibers, the liquid that's going to go in here. And this is very good. It's a pain in the butt to clean, but it's for quality juice that if you're going to leave in the refrigerator for a few days, it doesn't oxidize the juice. So juicing root vegetables, juicing apples, juicing anything that you want to break those fibers to create the soluble fibers to clean the arteries. This is what you want this machine for. And the juice will last in an airtight container for up to 4 days. So that's ideal. Then we have the centrifugal juicer. Centrifugal juicer, this is amazing. You put stuff in here super fast, ridiculously easy to clean, but it's so fast it can oxidize the juice. So if you're going to drink it right away, do the centrifugal juicer if you have the option. If you're going to store it, do not use the centrifugal juicer. Now let me go over and show you which ones go in what and when you're going to be blending. Now what you want in the juicer, this is amazing for minerals. Root vegetables have anti-mold properties because they grow in the ground. So people with candida, yeast, funguses, phenomenal root vegetables. Turmeric root, amazing power. We put these things in, you're talking thousands of studies that talk about turmeric root and the antioxidant effect. Put this in the blender as well. For a little spice, you can use ginger. Get a variety of organic apples. And yeah, it's okay. Spots on the apples, it means that bacteria and bugs like it. So you're going to like it too. Don't worry. Give me spots on the apples, but leave the birds in the trees. Yeah, Joni Mitchell was right. So when you're going to juice, you want to get a juice extractor. Now, so juicing is mainly for vegetables. Blending is mainly for fruits. And I say mainly because apples are going to be in both. And then also in the juice, or the blender, this is where fresh fruits are going to go. Fresh fruits and also a number of different ingredients. This is where you can get the green juice. You can get the spinach, the cilantro, the seaweed, spirulina, cacao nibs, maca, cacao, all of the blended ingredients. And what blending does is it pre-digests it, it breaks it down. Because when you're talking about a chronic illness or disease, your body's in this fight or flight state. This fight or flight state means you're producing less stomach acid and there's less peristalsis or movement of food through the intestinal tract. And that's the challenge because stress is going to cause disease. But if you're in this stress state, you can't break the nutrients down. You can't break those proteins to amino acids. You can't break the fats to fatty acids or even the carbohydrates to usable sugars. That's why in here, there's a tremendous amount of antioxidants, nutrients. I mean, this is loaded with protein as well as the green vegetables. So when we talk about bulking up and protein up, know that you can get protein from the vegetables too. So what we're going to do is make a quick juice. Now make sure all the veggies are organic. If they're not organic, you're going to have to soak them in vinegar. Get frozen vegetables, that will be okay as well. The freezing of organic vegetables, it doesn't lose a lot of antioxidant. And I'm using filtered water to wash the veggies. Now the apples, we're going to use the core as well. The seeds also have amazing properties in them. The stems are going to fly off anyway. If you want to, you can remove the stems at the start. But we're going to make a really fast juice, something super simple, a little bit of spice. A little ginger goes a long way, I'm telling you. This right here seems like a little. It's amazingly powerful. So then let's hit the juicer. And this is going to be super simple. Oh. Now, this is a fast juice, and you'll see I even put a plastic bag, those vegetable bags, over this so it's easy to clean. Fast, delicious. You don't need to mix it. And if you're going to drink it right away, you're not going to really oxidize the juice that quickly. This is going to clean the arteries. We have turmeric, so it's going to have an antioxidant. They got the carrots, antifungal. You got the malic acid in the apples. You got the minerals from the celery. I was thinking cilantro, but I really meant celery. It's something, that little bit of ginger kind of overpowers everything. But if you get your kids, and this is the toughest part, to get kids into this, have them hold the vegetables, have them put them in the machine, and talk about the superpower of this. How there's weeks and weeks of earth energy going into these plant foods, and you're going to grind it up and put it in your body, and you're going to get that life force. And they're gonna eat the food, and they're gonna feel better. They're gonna feel better about themselves. If you have a small garden, and I'm talking, you can have a 5-gallon bucket, plant some radishes in there, get the family behind it, to grow your own food, to have even the smallest garden in the smallest apartment is gonna make the biggest difference. But this is juicing, and this is gonna clean the arteries and pre-digest it. Then, after I finish this, we're gonna go do some blending. Now we're going to blend, and blending is really, really easy. But when you're blending a beverage, you want to consume it on the same day, because this is super, super fast, and it's going to grind up all of the nutrients. It's going to oxidize it, so if you drink it right away, you're not going to have any negative effects. You're not going to lose the nutrients. So what we're going to do is toss in some easy ingredients. We're going to start with bananas. And no, I'm not peeling from the wrong end. I know, this is going to freak you out. Try peeling from the other end. It really works better. I know, it doesn't make sense, but it really does. So now, I'm going to toss in a banana. If you don't have, if you don't want to put ice in it, and your bananas are starting to rot, peel them and freeze them. Put them in a plastic bag. It's so handy to have just frozen bananas. Toss it in there. If you just put straight bananas in the blender, it grinds it up almost like a smooth ice cream. You put a couple of cacao nibs in there, maybe a little bit of honey, blend it, and you got a banana ice cream. Oh, wait. This is juicing and blending day. I'm going to tell you that on dessert day. Frozen wild blueberries. Okay, so they maintain their antioxidant. Blueberries have a ridiculous amount of nutrients. They say a cup of blueberries a day will normalize cholesterol, which is not true. What happens, the cup of blueberries is loaded with antioxidants. Cholesterol is there to heal tissue. During the tissue healing process, you create free radicals. So this is loaded with antioxidants that deactivate those free radicals and make the body's healing process work better. Now, you can put a little bit of fluid in there from either breaking open the coconuts, which I'm going to show you how to make coconut milk later, but we're just going to use just some standard coconut milk in there to give a little bit of juice. Then a little bit of mango. And yeah, this is the proper way to slice a mango. You go around the nut, and then you slice at an angle right alongside of the nut. So then, ugh. Mangoes feel so slimy, but they taste so good. Yeah, don't tell your kids about slimy food. Although actually, kids might like it. Now let's do some dry ingredients. How about a little bit of maca? Now maca is an adaptogenic herb, absolutely amazing, but it tastes really bitter. So what I'd recommend, particularly if you're introducing it to kids, don't do a couple of tablespoons like I'm doing. Add a little bit more chocolate than cacao. And when their taste buds get acclimated to it, then you can add a little bit more. Now, cacao nibs, loaded with antioxidants, super rich in fiber. And these also add an amazing texture. Then we have seaweed flakes. You want a little bit of iodine, a little bit of antioxidant. Make sure you find out where the seaweed is coming from. You don't want to get anything from China or Japan. And this is certified organic, thank goodness. Then, how about some greens? How about a little cleansing cilantro? Yeah, that's right. Stems, leaves, everything. Cilantro is one of my favorite herbs, phenomenal for detox in the body. You want a little spinach? Why not? You want something that's absolutely packed with protein? That's the spinach. We're going to make a green smoothie that you've never had before. Barley grass. Now this tastes a little bit funky. I wouldn't use a whole bunch. But again, for antioxidants, spirulina. Now this is, tastes similar to pond water that a frog died in. Whew. Use this sparingly. It's phenomenally good, but for the uneducated palate, that means like kids and most of your family, particularly if you're making it for a group of your relatives that have never had a really good smoothie, their palate is not ready for it. So go real easy. That's a little bit more water in there. And then let's blend this baby up. Now when you see the top starting to go in there, bam, that baby's done. Now, let's rinse the glass and enjoy this. What's amazing, if you're doing a juice fast or a blending fast, you're getting super, super nutrients in there. If you're recovering from a disease, this is essential, essential. And you'll see how it looks just like a smoothie from the frozen berries. You got to try this. This is really good. Smooth, delicious antioxidants. I mean, you're not going to have to convince your family that eating plant-based, yeah, baby, this is plant-based. Juicing and blending is a hard thing to do. This is joy. It just takes a little bit more preparation effort. You don't want companies cooking for you. The preservatives used in food today are actually contributing to the disease and the sick population we got. So let's start cooking at home. Let's break open those kitchens again. Get a blender. I mean, the blenders, you know, get a juicer. You can get a used juicer. I got my first used juicer off of eBay for $100. Okay, and we used that thing for about 10 years. And I'm telling you, me and my two boys, we were juicing all the time. So get out there, enjoy. This is life in a glass, man. Juicing and blending. Challenge 1, yeah.